This is what you get when you come to my house.
Wow, that is a thing of beauty right there. All right, so now I'm gonna try to put this thing in my mouth. If I don't make it out alive, because my jaw opened up on me, remember me for the man that I was, hungry.
Bringing it around town. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Theo Williams back at it again for another juicy episode of America's Best Restaurants. Today we are in sunny, bright San Antonio, Texas, the Lone Star State, baby, home of the San Antonio Spurs. And today we are at Lucy Cooper's Ice House. And if you don't know what an ice house is, well, we're going to find out shortly. But in the meantime, looks like I already have somebody here waiting for me. So let's go find out who this is.
Well, finally, y'all got me out here sweating, waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you.
Very nice to meet you.
Welcome to Lucy Cooper's Ice House.
I appreciate it. So I'm assuming you are Rhonda.
Hi, I'm Rhonda Smith. I am the chef owner of Lucy Cooper's.
Well, it is very nice to meet you. I'm really excited to be here. First off, loving San Antonio so far. And then we pulled up and saw this awesome deck. And I'm like, wow, this place is already off to a great start so far.
I love that. This patio is pretty amazing. We have 3 fire pits. It's set in 2 different patios, basically. So you kind of have a chill side, and then you kind of have a warm side and dinner side. But you're here to see me do one thing. So come on into my kitchen and I'll show you what I got going on here.
I'm ready to go. Let's rock.
Come on. So what you want me to make you?
You know, I'm feeling like I want a little savory. I'm feeling like I want a little sweet, but I want a burger.
Let's do the big Kahuna.
That sounds like an idea.
All right.
I'm
so
here
we're gonna
for
drop
it.
you some French fries. You ready for this?
Always.
These are cut fresh every day. We use beef tallow for everything.
Beef tallow.
Beef tallow.
Now, for the uninitiated, explain to them what beef tallow is.
Beef tallow is the fat of the cow scraps that is rendered down in this amazing, delicious, where there's fat, there's flavor.
Always.
Yeah. So what we do is a 2 4-ounce smash patty style burger.
Love smash patty.
It's amazing. We're gonna take 2 pieces of Spam, 1 delicious pineapple ring, and throw it on the grill.
I'm telling you right now, all the flavor that I'm smelling coming off of this grill right now.
It's rich.
I love it.
So we're just gonna get everything kind of ready to go. A lettuce and tomato on the bottom. It's one of the only sandwiches that we build upside down. And then once this gets going, just a scooch. Scooch is a technical term. Did you know that?
You know what? I heard that once in the book of I'm in the kitchen and we're just gonna say stuff that we all understand.
A scooch. When I do smash patties, I like to think of it not as somebody who actually, uses the weight and does that. I like to do it with my hands and very thoughtful, because even though it's a smash patty, you still want to keep as much juice as you can in there so you don't end up with that smash patty puck. So we're just gonna take and let it get firm on one side, and you're gonna take and do it in quarters.
I've never thought to do that before.
That way it breaks up what you want, and it gives you a little lace, but not too terrible much.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? In typical fashion, you wouldn't want to smash your burgers, but we want them smashed.
And I'm loving, there's so much flavor coming off that. And personally, I love smashed burgers because I feel like with the big mouth, big bite burgers, it's harder to get that flavor instead of just getting a big hunk of ground meat basically in your mouth.
But I love the fact that you get a little bit of the crispies and still have that juicy interior.
Absolutely.
It's just like the best of both worlds, where you can have kind of that steakhouse burger bite, but still have that diner burger bite too.
Absolutely.
So it's a little bit of everything.
We're gonna go with the Swiss cheese here today, baby.
Yeah. So we're gonna go Swiss. See where you're starting. You can tell you're just about at that mid-rare point.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it one more flip.
So good.
What's gonna happen is we're gonna keep that juice sealed up in there, just like this.
Put that on top. Oh, that's gonna melt so well.
You definitely wanna get that char. That's where it's at.
Yes.
That salty, bacony, delicious feel that you get with that guy.
I don't know what it is about the crisp that brings out so much flavor.
Oh, I love it. That's my favorite part. I love the texture and the crispy and the crunchy because it's just a hug.
It is.
So now we're gonna take our 2 pieces of Spam. We're gonna load them up right there and our beautiful grilled pineapple. So this is gonna go on our preloaded yum yum. Now, the pièce de resistance, Coca-Cola barbecue sauce.
Coca-Cola barbecue sauce.
Coca-Cola barbecue sauce.
Wow.
So we're gonna take this guy and it's gonna get a nice drizzle of that Coca-Cola. It's definitely a wet burger. And then also, I will tell you about my time in Hawaii.
Tell me about your time in Hawaii.
I learned to love huli sauce and Spam.
What sauce?
Huli.
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 I've never heard of huli sauce.
So that one's homemade.
All right, let's go get some French fries, baby.
Like I said, we cut these fresh in-house every day. They're fried in beef tallow, so we're gonna give those a spin. That's a big bowl for these little T-Rex arms. So what we do is we serve all of our burgers with what we call crack fry bags, because once you have one, you're gonna be addicted. So we just pile those deep in that crack fry bag, and they get served with some, you ready for this? Not just regular ketchup. This is Lucy Cooper's, for goodness sakes. This is a homemade cherry pepper ketchup.
Cherry pepper ketchup.
Yes. This is what you get when you come to my house.
Wow.
I'm gonna let you get into it.
Look at that thing of beauty. That is a thing of beauty right there. First, I want to try these beef tallow French fries that you guys got going on here.
It's just elevated. Like I said, we're just bringing something better to bar food.
Wow. Literally almost knocked me off my feet. Not tasting that.
Savory, salty.
Yes, ma'am.
A little bit of everything.
So right now, I just dipped this French fry inside this cherry pepper ketchup.
Cherry pepper ketchup.
What am I expecting when I bite into this?
It is going to be a little spicy, a little sweet.
Wow, that's good.
It's good stuff, right?
Oh, I love that.
It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
I'm rocking with that. All right, so now I'm gonna try to put this thing in my mouth. If I don't make it out alive, because my jaw opened up on me, remember me for the man that I was, hungry.
I'm with you.
Oh my God, look at that.
Bringing it around town. Yeah.
Yeah. First off, that burger is amazing.
Thank you.
It's smashed, but it loses all its juice.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's extremely juicy for a smashed burger.
Yep.
Then you get a little bit of crisp on the side.
Yeah.
You add the Spam on top of that, that extra layer of deliciousness, that pork flavor coming through there. And then you sprinkle that Coca-Cola barbecue sauce and I don't know the other sauce.
Huli.
Huli. Feels like I should have one of them hula hoops on me right now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rick Rude, look at the hips. Look at the hips, baby. Look at the hips. That thing slaps hard. Rhonda. No. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Oh. Rhonda, I think I'm gonna take this out here.
Okay.
Have a couple bites. I'm gonna go sit out there and just watch some TV for a little bit, just
All right.
taking the scenery.
And I'm gonna be in here, and if you just hold your horses, I might surprise you with something if you're amazing.
I like to think I'm a little something, so maybe we got something coming up for you guys. Check you guys in a little bit.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Now listen, I know we just spent some time in the kitchen, and we're gonna sit and chat a little bit, so I thought we might need a snack.
Hey, I'm always here for
You ready?
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
So these are our tin can nachos.
Tin can nachos.
It's like dinner and a show. You ready?
Oh.
Dinner and a show.
Oh, look at that. That is beautiful.
Here, baby.
Can you give me an example? How to make this?
It's like an elephant. You just got to eat it one bite at a time. It's just a monster of its own. It's multiple layers of beans, a wonderful nacho cheese, a little pico, a little green jalapeno, because there's nothing better than that green jalapeno. Hang on, I'll do it with you. Ready? We're gonna
thank
cheers.
you.
You ready? Well, cheers.
I'm glad I'm not eating by myself.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So good. So good.
This is like the perfect game day meal. Like, sitting around watching. I'm guessing you guys like the Cowboys out here. Is this Cowboys territory?
Yeah, we have a lot of Cowboys fans, but you know what? In San Antonio, there's a lot of bars that are specific team bars.
Okay.
And what we have, because we have so many TVs and just all this stuff happening, you'll have Raiders fans next to 49ers, next to Cowboys, next to the Dolphins. Like, it's just everybody. And that's what Lucy's is. Lucy Cooper's is a spot for everybody. Doesn't matter if you're 21 or 89 or older, you know. We have a very diverse group of people that come here. As the cool kids say, it has a vibe.
Oh, definitely has a vibe. There ain't no doubt about that. So, I mean, this place is so phenomenal, and it's 21 and up, you know, because I admit, you know, sometimes I'll go out, hang out with my friends, go out to a bar. When you're feeling a little warm, the language gets a little looser,
Yeah, it does.
you know, and unfortunately, sometimes, you know, you have young people, and it's like, ooh.
Well, that's why we did what we did. We wanted to be 21 and up. We wanted to be a place where you could go and have that escapism. You know, when you go and decide to spend your discretionary dollar,
Absolutely.
you definitely want to have that moment of enjoyable, not looking over your shoulder, not worrying about what you're saying, your team scores, you want to cheer for them. Well, that's what you have here. Well, let's talk about this real quick. So this is another one of those things that we are really well known for. So, you know, clothesline bacon, I obviously did not invent, but I found a way to elevate the idea of a marriage between, we'll call it that billionaire bacon idea and clothesline bacon. Look at that. Look at that. You see it? So these guys start out about a ½ inch thick. It is not pork belly, it's actually bacon. People kind of confuse it, but it's a different part of the slab of bacon. So you see you get a lot more of that heavy marble.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now dip
Yeah.
it and have the second best bite of bacon you've ever had in your life.
Oh, man.
Okay, so this is gonna be a fantastic peach marmalade that we make in-house. Did I mention I'm from Georgia?
I was just getting ready to say, does that have something to do with your Georgia roots?
I am a Georgia girl at heart. I have been in Texas for 20 years, but you can take, you know, the girl out of Georgia, but you can't take Georgia out of the
No way
girl.
you've been here for 20 years.
Yeah. So the bacon is it's attentive. It's an amazing little process that we do to it. I'm gonna tell you the secret.
Oh, I'm getting a secret now.
A little bit of the secret.
Okay, a little bit of
I'll
it.
tease you the secret. So it's a brown sugar bourbon bacon with a chili flake, and then it does have a little secret ingredient, so I won't give all my tricks away, but you can do this. It sits for 24 hours. That bourbon starts to break down that fat down a little bit, so it creates this really delicious, not chewy,
No, not chewy, no.
but kind of melts in your mouth. It has like a little butter feel to it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then we cook it low and slow for a lot of hours.
That's how you get nice tender meat right there.
And that's how it kind of shrinks down to what you have today, starting out from that ½ inch thick cut. And then what we do is we take it up on the flat top and give it that beautiful caramelization that you see.
Absolutely,
And it just
yeah.
kind of sears all that together, and it just gives it a big hug. And then it just sits here and drips, and it's beautiful, and it's aromatic at your table, and it just, it's a hug on a clothesline.
It smells like an entire breakfast, just the bacon
really
itself.
does.
It smells like an entire
really
breakfast.
does.
You know,
It really
I,
does.
I can have that in like a bowl of grits and be good. You know, so talk about, you know, first off, the name.
Yeah.
There's two parts of the name I want to ask you about.
Yeah.
First, who is Lucy Cooper? And second, what is an ice house?
Okay, two things. You ready? Lucy Cooper is me. My name is Bronda, B-R-A-U-N-D-A. Can you imagine being a little girl and you can't spell your name, much less say it?
I hear you.
And you're in, you know, you have this personality that I have. I've always been this way. I've never met a stranger. You know, I'm just a big personality kind of gal. Being little Bronda, like I said, you can't barely say your name. And then I think I just got so frustrated. Oh, your little name, Bronda, Randa. I mean, people hear what they want to hear, and then they just take it and they run with it, right?
Yeah.
So my favorite show when I was little was I Love Lucy.
Oh, okay, nice.
And Lucille Ball was always up to some sort of hijinks.
Yeah.
Well, so was little Bronda. Then it just came to, I started introducing myself that way. And ironically enough, that was when I was little. When I met my husband, Jesse, that was his nickname for me. And there was no correlation. We hadn't talked about it. He would just call me Lucy. So then, full circle too, when we met each other, he was like, hi, my name's Jesse. I'm like, you look like a coop. So I would just call him Cooper. And that was my nickname for him.
Uh-huh.
We were doing this, and we knew we wanted it to have a feminine name. We knew we wanted it to be a woman-owned business. We knew we wanted it to have that vibe that was welcoming and not too masculine. And we were writing the business plan, going back and forth with, what are we going to name this? What are we going to name this? And he would throw out some stuff, and I'd be like, no. I'd throw out some stuff, he'd be like, no. And then he goes, tell me about that place you used to tell me stories about when you were in high school back in Georgia. And I was like, Lucy Cooper's? And he goes, that's it.
You know, and before you tell me about the ice house part, because to people in Texas, the word ice house, you're probably not unfamiliar with, but to everybody else across the country, including myself, I had to ask, there's a story behind ice house. But one of the questions I wanted to ask is, what have been the challenges as a female owner of an establishment like this, especially a unique establishment where it's 21 and up? What have been the unique challenges that you faced on your journey to becoming such a successful restaurateur?
You know, I think we all face the same challenges. This is typically a very male-dominated business, you know, so to have broken those barriers has really been tough. But with my personality, I'm a person that has a theory. I don't fail at anything. I might find a million ways not to do something, but I'm not going to fail at anything I do. So I just kind of push and I persevere, and I look at every challenge that comes up as an opportunity to learn, grow, and develop me and develop my team. So I think that's one of the things as a woman that maybe I have an advantage of. I'm able to adapt and overcome in that moment, because it's like raising a kid. You know, as moms, we think different, we handle things different, we react different. I have 6 kids. I think that's what gives me an edge. I'm able to come across those challenges and face them without fear.
Adaptability, perseverance.
And personality.
And you definitely got that.
Yeah, and
that's
personality.
For sure. So, Ice House.
The Ice House.
Because listen, when I first heard that I was coming to Lucy Cooper's Ice House, as a Jersey boy, in my brain, I'm getting the thoughts of like water ice. Like I'm going to a place that's serving me water ice. I didn't know what an ice house was.
You think you're coming up here to get a snow cone?
I thought someone was giving me a snow cone. I really did.
Oh my
I really did.
No snow cones up in here. So the story of the Ice House is very traditional Texas. You know, back in the day when refrigeration was brand new, there were these places called ice houses, and they would have and house the big blocks of ice that you would put in your old school Frigidaire, right? So it was part convenience store, part ice house, literally, part grocery store. Then it kind of developed into, you know, we're going to sell this packaged beer, and we're going to have picnic tables, and we'll do sandwiches or have a little, you know, quick flat top kind of kitchen kind of thing, so everybody could come and fellowship in whatever neighborhood they lived in, and this was their spot. And that's how the Ice House was born. As time has increased, the Ice House has turned and transformed with the times. And our Ice House specifically is your neighborhood place where everybody can come do the same thing. They're fellowshipping over a beer, a cocktail, food, you know, a place to go watch the games. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. These tin can nachos and that bacon, definitely for me.
And that's, you know what, that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Well, Rhonda, or should I say Lucy, thank you so much for having America's Best Restaurants here. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been my pleasure too. Let's give a hug. Welcome. Thank you.
So we just had a great time here at Lucy Cooper's Ice House. Rhonda was amazing, great personality, so much perseverance, and so much delicious food. I mean, today couldn't have went any better, as we've had such a great time here at Lucy Cooper's Ice House. But for now, I'm just gonna chill on this awesome patio, drink my delicious drink, and enjoy the rest of my day here in San Antonio. So I'm Theo Williams for America's Best Restaurants. Hope to see you.